Jab is really a weapon.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on to all of our viewers, all of our subscribers from all over on all platforms? Welcome to our nightly Thursday night recap. What is going on, everybody? It's your host, one of your boys in the house, Eddie Unsteady. What my boy Chi Ming is in the building. What is going on, bro?
What's happening, cuz? What's on going on, everybody? Thanks for tapping in. Let's cook.
But yo, what's going on, man? Thursday,
Oh
Tuesday
man,
night,
well, you
almost two
said
o'clock.
Thursday earlier, didn't you? Did you say Thursday earlier? Yeah, it don't matter. It's late. It's 10:39 on the west side right now,
139 on the
California.
East Coast. Shit.
Look, I'm telling you, boy, I give you credit, man, for coming on here and doing it like that. 'Cause
Shit, it's what we do.
it's late on your side.
It's what we do. It's what we do, my guy.
Talk, talk your
But
shit.
yo, I mean, look, we're a couple days out, man. Anthony Joshua, Francis Ngannou, March 8th, bro. Fuck. I'm happy for that fight. In my opinion, I'm ready for it. Um, it's gonna be dope, in my opinion. Francis Ngannou, big guy, man. The big African going against, Anthony Joshua, well qualified fighter. You feel me? Like I said in the previous stream before, Chi, Anthony Joshua, his last performance, he looked fantastic. And I don't know how or what Francis Ngannou can do to try to, overtake the throne of Anthony Joshua. Because if you ask me, both guys is two different kind of fighters. If you ask me, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, two different type of guys, two different two different types of fight styles. You know, it makes for a good match, if you ask me. The Tyson Fury fight for Ngannou, I think that would have been a more trickier fight for Ngannou. But the Anthony Joshua one, makes me wonder. I have a lingering thought in my mind, if AJ looks as sharp as he looked in his last fight, I don't know what can Francis Ngannou really do besides have that one power knockout shot, if you get what I'm saying.
Well, I look, man, I told you before, I really think that this is the only way that he can win. I'm just look, Ngannou is a big puncher. Okay, he's a big guy. But I tell you, if AJ boxes and it just just boxes the way that he's been boxing, don't take your foot off the gas. Don't Andy Ruiz him in the first fight because I truly believe that AJ really did not take that fight as serious as he should have. I
I
mean,
agree with you with that.
so I feel like if he does not fall into that trap and take it lightly, and I tell you, man, I told you that's the one thing I don't like about Saudi Arabia fights is because
Oh, yeah, I remember exactly what you said too. Yeah, they get all comfortable and shit.
everybody doesn't give me that this is for all the marbles vibes when they fight in Saudi Arabia. They just never do, and I just hope AJ don't get caught up in that because Ngannou's not. Because Ngannou is looking at it like, look, man, I'm trying to build a brand. So, like, bro, I'm gonna give you everything that I got. Like, I'm gonna be the best that I could be. And
Ngannou has something to fight for.
he wants chicken. He won a lot of chicken. He feels like that he missed out on a whole lot of chicken. You know what I'm saying? Dana White wasn't giving him his chicken the way that he felt like he was properly supposed to be paid. He wasn't getting it right. So he now this is why he in boxing because he know he can make money boxing. But the only thing is, it only works is that if he's a legitimate fighter and not a novelty. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't want to be Conor McGregor, but he want to make money like that though. You know what I'm saying? He want to make big money like Conor made, but he don't want to be a novelty, a one-off. He want to be a legitimate boxer. So he's gonna bring it, and I just hope AJ don't take it light. Don't play with the man. Pause. Don't take it like go in there and do what you're supposed to do, man. And like I said, he's been boxing great with Ben Davison. So I think that if this trend continues, it's just gonna be tough for Ngannou to get this dub. I mean, that's just my opinion on it. Like I just don't see how, man. This dude, I think AJ is underrated in a lot of ways in the heavyweight division anyway. So like I give him I got AJ winning. Um is it a 10 it's a 10 rounder, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a 10 rounder fight. It's not for no belts or anything. Yes.
Yeah, it's a 10 rounder. Yeah, man. I think AJ gonna box. I don't I think he's gonna box with caution because of the fact that he don't want to catch nothing crazy. But I think he'll box nice. I think he'll box beautifully and he'll win a unanimous 10 round decision.
So it goes the distance in your mind. It goes the distance.
Yeah. Yeah, because I believe that AJ is going to box well, but he's going to box smart. If the knockout comes, then that just happens. But I just feel like he'll box smart because of the fact that he don't want to catch nothing. Because Ngannou got cinder blocks in his gloves, not literally, but I'm just saying
I
he.
I get it. I get it.
You get what I'm saying? Like he
But
really he
like
punch. He big puncher.
but remember,
So
everyone always comes down to the fact that AJ has this glass chin, or whenever he gets hit with something big, there's a question mark with him. It shows when he's hurt. So if Ngannou is able to get in from Anthony Joshua hurt, do you think he'd be able to capitalize on that moment, or you think he's gonna play it safe?
well, I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't. I. It's just hard for me to see him getting him in that kind of situation. It's just hard for me to picture it. Um, the guys that have got Anthony Joshua in trouble are really the skilled guys. Like it wasn't like I mean he been hit, but he ain't really been hit by by no guys that wasn't supposed that was okay. He ain't been hit by guys that you be like, yo, how did he hit him? Like the guys that rung Anthony Joshua's bell are actually legit guys.
Yeah, it was
You
like
know?
Alexander Usyk, Ruiz.
Yeah,
Um,
these guys are legit. You know,
yeah,
they're legit guys. I mean,
yeah,
Dylan White had his moment, but not really. I mean, Klitschko. These guys are these guys can punch, and on top of that, they know how they're boxed. They're legit. He didn't
yeah,
get
like the
he hasn't
he
had his
fought.
bell rung by no fluke guy.
Yeah,
You know, there's been some guys that might have won a couple rounds here and there, but the guys that he's supposed to beat, they really don't give him. They don't ring his bell. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Like, I just think he's real underrated. The dude is sharp with it. He can box, and like I
he's
say,
actually a sure fighter. I can't
it's
take that away from him neither. But
to me, it's
you know,
never been the skill. It's never
a lot of
been the
people do.
skill with him.
A lot of people do wonder, if he do get caught with a nice shot, will he be able to take that shot, pretty well? Especially coming from a guy who hits with tremendous force. But it's in the end of the day, everyone has a chance when it comes in boxing. One punch can change
That's what I was
anything.
just.
I'm not gonna
I
say
was just about
heavyweight
to say.
is boxing in general. Anything can happen in boxing, but it will be a good fight, man. That's one thing I could. That's basically break it all down to you. It's gonna be a good fight. Um, Let's see if Ngannou shock the world. That's his mission.
No man, he's got the tools to be a good heavyweight fighter. I just need to see more punch output. That's it. I just need to see more punch output. Like I need to see combinations, man. That's really gonna be the deciding factor, in my opinion. Like he got to be able to look like a boxer. Right now, it's he's got the make of a boxer, and plus the whole grappling thing is a big advantage for him because he can all that clinching that these boxers do. That ain't nothing compared to what he's used to. He's probably a better clincher than
Yeah,
any of these guys are. Even the guys
absolutely.
that use that even that instill clinching in their whole offense, he might be better at than you at that. So you is no muscling him around, pushing him around. You know what I'm saying in the
Uh,
ring.
We we always seen that against the Fury fight. How he was basically handling Fury in the ring. He basically tossing Fury all over the ring.
He never Fury was
Even
never allowed to push him
even
around, and
even when he was trying to clinch, he wasn't really trying to clinch, and he was able to kind of work on the inside as well. So
yeah, so
yeah,
it really makes it that I look at it that he can be good, and the fact that he's got heart and he wants to be better is that's a big plus. You know what I'm saying? He's not running around saying that he's crazy nice. He knows that he's okay and he wants to get better. And I just hope that AJ don't sleep. I hope he don't sleep because he'll go to sleep.
yeah, for sure.
And that I respect both these guys big time. But I just if AJ's cooking, I don't. It's hard. I don't like if AJ's cooking. I mean anybody outside of Usyk because you know how I feel like matchup styles make fights, and I just think Usyk just ain't a good matchup for him. So anybody else outside of Usyk in the heavyweight division can get knocked out by AJ. Like anybody else in the heavyweight division, AJ can knock them dudes out. All of them, even Tyson Fury, all of them can get knocked out. Wilder, all of them. You know what I'm saying? So
We ain't going there with
uh,
Wilder. He should.
no,
He should.
he'll get knocked out. Like he'll get knocked out by Anthony Joshua. Right now, he'll get knocked out. So I like Anthony Joshua in this fight, but Ngannou's probably going to do a couple of things that's going to have me like, okay, all right, I get it, bro. You here to stay.
I like that. I did that. Um, but that fight's happening what March 8th. Fuck, we're like literally a couple of days from now, man.
Yeah.
The side's gonna be turning up over there, bro.
Man, this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? You know, like the Saudis, even though they fucking weird as shit, they're doing this thing with the boxing and just pushing boxing along. We getting decent cards. Like I said, I still ain't the biggest fan of the energy, but we still getting decent cards nonetheless. Um, we'll see, man. Like I said, I still haven't seen the intensity in Saudi Arabia when people fight. I just still haven't seen it yet. There's been a couple of good fights over there, but the big fights, it'd be like the undercards be jumping. It'd be like some good stuff be happening on the undercards.
But can they keep it
But
going?
but they never really do. The main events be does lackluster. And then like sometimes even with the undercard, it really just be like a showcase. Most of the time, it'll be a
Or like
showcase.
showcase of
They'll
up
have
and comers, shit like that.
somebody that's already nice as hell, and then they come out there and they fight a weirdo, and they body him
Well,
for the sake of they body him for the sake of the prince. You know what I'm saying? Just for his entertainment and whatnot. Yeah, I really don't, you know how I am with them, but I do appreciate boxing nonetheless, even though I where it's coming from is kind of weird, but here we are.
But yo, I'm looking at the fight with Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall got some, bro. Jack
You
Catterall
mean
coming back with some vengeance. He want to lick back.
Jack Catterall versus Josh Taylor is what you're talking about, right?
Absolutely, my sir. Yes, Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall.
Man, shit, man. You know how, man, look, okay. I guess if you want to have, I don't even think this fight even should be happening. Like, I think, like, Jack Catterall
What do
should have
you
been
think should
fighting
happen?
Teofimo Lopez or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jack Catterall should already be moving along and advancing. Man, Josh Taylor got his ass beat, man. He got fucking smoked. Look, when I go back and I watch that fight, like, he really lost like a motherfucker. I mean, it was not no. It wasn't like like a close fight or Josh Taylor really won the fight. No,
They
he
get
not only did he
Southern
lose, he got smoked. Like, not only did he lose, he got smoked.
rolled him up in the blunt.
I'm talking about he definitely smoked the Josh Taylor pack in England. Like definitely smoked it.
He had
Like
that England train.
in front he was in front of Buckingham Palace smoking weed in front of a beef eating, like I'm just saying, like it was not like it wasn't even close to me. So okay, we have a rematch, and then it's like if Josh Taylor win, I guarantee you he's not going to be looking to fight this dude a third time. I
Absolutely
just
not.
like
He's
it's
not
like
like
he
that.
doing no, he wants to because really ESPN didn't even ESPN had recognized Jack Catterall as like the best fighter at 140 before I mean, and he lost that fight. Like
He lost the fight and they
they
still had him winning the fight.
they still had him ranked as the best fighter at 140 after that fight because it was such a flagrant, blatant robbery. Like it was horrible. Like I think the dude was only landing like 19% of his punches. He had like a stretch for like 6, 7 rounds where he only landed like 4 punches in each round or 6 punches or some goofy low number like that. And I'm like, who wins fights with numbers like these? And I feel like Jack Catterall's career should be advancing further. He shouldn't even like I said, he should have been fighting Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? And who knows what that would have turned out to be. But he should have been fighting Tio because he should have been champ. He should have been champ. And now he's dealing with Josh Taylor, who I feel like even if he beat him, I mean that might move him up, a couple steps. But really right now I feel like this is just a personal thing now. Like I don't think this fight
No,
really
it definitely became personal.
well
So
yeah, it's
I
personal. So
I I just wonder like I don't know like the way how Josh Taylor looked against him the first fight. I don't know, man. It looked like he just gonna whoop his ass, but just it was just gonna look nasty in my opinion.
no, I don't know, man. Jack Catterall's real uh cerebral with his attacks. Like he's not gonna go gung ho, and even if he's pissed and want to really
Now
really
you
fuck
saw
him,
the fight
even
with
if
him
he's
and
pissed and he really even if he's pissed and he really want to mess him up, you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna go out there and like just be crazy with it and be
no,
too
I'm not
aggressive to get him out of his game plan.
you see how he fought Jorge Lorenz, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
And in your opinion, do you think he fought a good fight?
Yeah, he was sharp as hell in that fight. Yeah, he was super sharp in that fight.
So what like on top of what he already got in the ass whooping the first time, what that last performance he had, and that was his last performance he had was with Loranes. He's going to get smoked. He's going Josh. He's man.
Look, all right,
Catterall's gonna be smoking a whole Josh Taylor pack, bro.
okay,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
all right, but okay, if he beat him, okay, I'm not really all the way 100% sold on this fight yet. Like to just say Catterall or beat him, but I cannot deny the fact that Josh Taylor just has not been the same since the Rougarou fight. He just hasn't, dog. Like ever since he fought Regis Prograis, he just really hasn't been the same dude. I think Regis took a couple years off of his career because he got hit more than he's ever been hit in a fight. And so I think that right there, he just ain't been the same ever since. He hasn't. And Tiafimo boxed very well against him, but Josh Taylor in that fight looked like he forgot how to defend himself. Like he really just wasn't moving his head and getting out of the way of a lot of punches that I would expect a professional fighter to get out of the way from. He really doesn't look the same. Jack Catterall is going to pick him apart, but I do like Josh Taylor to try to if he make it ugly, he's got a chance. If he stays on the inside and makes it ugly, he got a chance.
Which
Um,
he always tries to make it ugly. But the thing is, with Jack Catterall, I do notice Jack Catterall when he doesn't try to make it a dirty fight, he gets caught a lot as well.
but he's not going to try to do that. Like Jack Catterall is going to try to box on the outside, and he's going to try to counterpunch. That's what he do. He's going to
Yeah,
try to
that,
counterpunch, man. Um,
but being this is personal, do you think he changes his game plan?
no, no. That's why I think that I wonder why this fight is even happening in a way. I mean, these guys are going to get paid handsomely, which is cool. But in regards to like if Catterall wins, all I'm going to say is that okay, I knew you was better than him because you really whooped him the first fight. And if Josh Taylor win, it'd be like, well, dang, he really beat you in the first fight, even though you won, got the decision. And okay, now you won this fight, man. Fight him again. Really, let's see who really, really is who it is. If there's a trilogy opportunity involved, Josh Taylor gonna try to bolt. Like I'm like Josh Taylor is a weird fighter. Like he was talking about he couldn't make weight, all this other extra shit. And he was struggling to make weight when he fought Catterall. Then he turned around and fought Teofimo Lopez. Now you about to fight again, and you was talking about you was moving up to 147. But now you about to fight again down here again. So what is it? Can you make weight or can you not make weight? I think it's because of the fact that at 147, you really don't believe that you got the chances that you thought you had and the opportunities. Now, you would have had more opportunities at 147 if you would have walked into the division as the undisputed champ at
Champ.
140. But now that you don't have those, and the guys that are up there at the top of the 147 division will probably beat you up. And you know that for a fact. So you're going to meddle around at 140 and try to scrape up whatever change you can and maybe build up your reputation to get a little bit of buzz to fight at 147. But right now, the buzz for him at 147 ain't there. That's just my opinion. And it looks that way because if it was there, you wouldn't be fighting Catterall. You'd be trying to make something work at 147. Like you said, when you said you could not make 140 anymore. So he's a weird guy. So, but he's
He
still a good fighter nonetheless. He's still a good fighter nonetheless. And I ain't gonna
like
take nothing from him,
well, just
but I have to
just
talk to
with
him.
my prediction with that fight. I have Catterall by UD.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I probably would go with that, but I can't deny, man. Come on, man. He's ex-champion, man. I'm always gonna look at it like, man, if he come to fight, then that should be something nice.
It is gonna be
Mhm.
something nice because these boys are gonna come to fight. That's one thing for sure. Well, look, I'm over here looking at this fight. What's right around the corner? What we trying to cover? Tim Tszyu, Keith Thurman. I don't know if you've seen that little quick interview that they had with Sean Porter. Did you?
No.
I'm gonna play a little quick clip of it real quick.
Alrighty.
Yeah, cause it was interesting. It was interesting. It was, all mind games. It is just things to sell the fight. Just things like that. That's all it really is. But just for people who hasn't seen it and everything, I want to say, thanks to Fight Hype, also getting this interview as well. So yeah, let me go ahead and play this for you guys real quick.
Something I've never added to my regimen. I always said, oh, if I fought Floyd or if I had to fight Spence, X, Y, and Z, should have done it for the Pacquiao, should have, would have, could have, didn't. But yeah, man. And so it's something in the back of my head. I do need to stop playing with these boys and give this sport my best, use all the knowledge. I'm very methodical.
All right, hold on.
Approach
There
the
you go.
box. And I've been hesitating to do that one last step. But I think I'm going to stop waiting, and probably do it for the next camp. No matter what happens, no matter who's next. We got a big challenge right now. We were talking about the weight cut. We were talking about how I started off at 172. And at the end of the day, though, 172 to 155 is not the 25-pound drop that it is for 147. So that's another reason why I signed this contract. There was a lot of yo-yoing. There's a lot of talk about possibly just fighting Stanley Onis in the welterweight division and other things going on. We talked about that a little bit on your podcast. And,
I got nothing.
this fight just sounded like a lot more fun. It sounded like a legitimate headliner. And then after I said yes, that man wanted to fight. He couldn't talk after the fight. Okay. So y'all need to understand boxing a little bit better, man. Do your research.
We got Tim coming on Tim just made a request. Is that what that is? Yeah. So I'm gonna accept this. Tim Tszyu just made a request to come onto the show.
What up, Zoo?
He into. Oh, there he is.
All right. The man with the plan to knock me out.
That's exactly right. You know it, bruh. You know it.
I
didn't even have to say anything. You said it for yourself.
Yeah, I'm repeating your words. You said it timidly. I'd like you to say it with your chest. I would appreciate it if you said it with your chest. At the press conference, you were a little timid, like a little boy. You were talking about Christmas presents and all this stuff. But look, man, you're happy. I'm happy,
you, brother.
baby.
This is you. You got a big mouth. You like to talk too much,
baby. I like to excite the people. Are you not happy when you got that contract? Am I not the biggest name you've been in the ring with? Stop playing with yourself. I'm the realest. I'm one of the realest in the game.
You're not the most talented bloke I've ever fought.
Because I walk.
That's all you are. You're a talker.
I only talk because I walk.
You're a big mouth.
I live this life. You were born into it. I lived this life too since I was 7 years old, baby.
Hey, and
this ain't nothing
I will
new.
show you why I was born into this life. Because I like to punch and I like to fight.
It's gonna be
That's the life.
good, baby. Throw your best shot.
Brought into.
Throw your best shot.
I will.
What you gonna do, Zoo? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna knock you out in 2. That's what I'm gonna do.
In two. All right, baby. All right. I hope you don't get wobbled. I hope you don't just do a little pretty dance.
Ain't gonna happen on my side, brother.
No, it's all good.
Jokes.
It's all good on this side. Huh?
Keith, have you ever had a fighter tell you they were gonna knock you out?
Well, you know, Danny didn't talk. He was a pretty good puncher. You know, you never said you was gonna knock me out. So
40-pounder.
You know,
talking about 140-pounders, man. This is the big boy division. 154. There's a reason why there's 10-ounce gloves here and not 8-ounce.
Yeah, you're bigger, right? But you're 22-0 with 17 knockouts. I was 22-0 with 20 knockouts. Okay.
24.
So you
24.
Still, okay. 24-0. You're 24-0 with 17 knockouts. I was 24-0 with 22 knockouts when I was at your level.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm still knocking people out. You haven't knocked anyone out in a decade.
They pick the right fights. They pick the right fights for you, mate. They giving you the right fight, mate. Up to this date.
They gave me a birthday present.
They said it on a plate.
When they called me and said, Keith Thurman, I'm like, man, what a birthday present that is. This is Christmas, birthday, all in one.
All in one, baby. All in one. Then let's just have some fun, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let's have some fun.
I'm the one that's going to be having the fun.
Been different. You'll see, man. You'll see.
Tim,
what am I going to say?
Tim,
it is what it is.
Tim, you and I, we did an interview not too long ago, and I was asking you about cutting off the ring and things of that nature. Something, you know, we both feel you have to do against Keith Thurman. Anybody so we got 1,086 on here right now. What can you say to them? Anybody on here that believes that you don't have enough experience for Keith Thurman?
Nah, man, that's all rubbish. Look, if he's gonna be running or if he's gonna come at me, whatever it is, man, it's not about experience in this fight. This is skill versus skill. I respect Thurman's skills. You know, I respect what he's done in his career. But for me, man, honestly, this is just a passing of the torch. That's all it is. No disrespect, but one time to last time.
Undefeated fighter. That's how it's supposed to be. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. I get it. I get it.
He just played with your name though. One time for the last time.
You know, they do once upon a time. They do once upon a time. They do sometime. Look, man, you know, everyone I fought with, you know, when they get out of the ring, they respect Keith Thurman's power. So I'm not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? I know that my punches are felt. I know I land my punches, you know, and he's talking about knocking me out, man. You didn't knock out Mendoza. Okay?
Right. Yeah, Mendoza knocked the fuck out of a unified world champion with one punch. You can't disrespect Mendoza. He's one hell of a fighter.
He was just backing up. He was just moving against you. You was hitting him in the later rounds. You was getting them. Bop, bop. You was hitting them. Boom, boom.
Once I hit him, he knew. And when I hit you the first time, you're gonna be like, oh man, I'm gonna feel like Mendoza as well.
Mendoza was on his feet easily, taking them shots clean, baby. I think you're a puncher, but there's different types of punchers. You know what I mean? I do recognize that you're a puncher, right? But when I fought Pacquiao, I knew Pacquiao could knock me down. He's not gonna knock me out, you know? So you just claiming you're gonna knock me out, man.
I will.
You didn't knock out.
Will.
Mendoza was just slightly moving. He didn't even have the ring IQ that I'm gonna bring to you, kid. Okay?
Brother.
So it is what it is. You know?
I will. Mark my words, man.
What you tell me in person? Please don't move. Please just stand there.
I said to you in person. I said you're gonna squeal. That's what I said. You're gonna be a squealer.
Please don't go nowhere.
Squealer.
don't go nowhere so I can
Hey, let me say this
What are
real
you
quick.
talking about, man?
Let me
What's this
say this
guy
real
on
quick.
about, bro?
Most, most people that train with Keith, they were always concerned about his power. I'm gonna speak personally. I wasn't concerned with his power. I understood is you got to go to the fire and you got to weather whatever storms come. Do you have any concern for the power of one time, Tim?
Of course, man, he's a fighter. Of course, I'm gonna have a bit of concern, but that it doesn't bother me, man. I'm gonna walk straight through him, and if he wants to come at me, then let's meet in the center of the ring and slug it out, Mexican
slug it
style,
out.
flat-footed Mexican style, as you say.
Flat-footed.
Keith,
Flat-footed, slug it
you
out.
trying to meet him in the center of the ring?
Flat-footed. That's what I am, huh? Yeah,
I can do
flat-footed.
whatever I want to do, baby. I
You
got
trying to
Do
meet him
free
in the
whatever you
will.
want,
I got
whatever it is,
free
it's not gonna
will.
work.
I got
It's not
free
gonna
will. I
work.
can do whatever I want to do, baby.
trying to meet him in the ring?
What's
You
that?
trying to meet him in the center of the ring?
I'm good. Look, we can first 2 rounds.
Come to
Bring it.
daddy. Come
Bring
to
it.
daddy.
Let's just go. I'll run right at him. I'll run right at him like I
Let's
did in the
do
air.
it. Let's do it.
I'll run right at him. Watch the Robert Guerrero
Beautiful.
fight. Round 1, I ran right at him. I'll run right at
Robert Guerrero.
Right at you.
Robert Guerrero.
When it was the right time for my wife and I to launch our.
Yeah, man. She got a little heated. I just want to say salute to everyone who's watching, yo. Salute to the 122 people. Salute, salute, salute. You know what's going on, what's popping. If you ain't already subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate if you go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, all that fly stuff. We do appreciate the time that you guys are going watching it at home and everything like that. You know, it's pretty fucking late if you ask me. But man, that fight is just a couple weeks away, and good job for these guys trying to promote the fight and everything like that. Besides the fact, gee, like yo, I like this. I like this fight. If you ask me, it's a good fight. Um, a lot of people saying, Thurman's been inactive for what 5 years or whatever. Actually, how long he's been out for? But shit, I still think he still brings the same problem when he did before. He's still a fighter. Ex unified champion. You know, like he's gonna bring the smoke. He's that all the things that Tim Tszyu saying he's gonna knock him out. I he's gonna knock him out in two. In two? Ah, I gotta see it to believe it, man. Because no one has done that. You feel me?
That's just,
You know. But
you know what? You know what that is? That is all motherfucking
marketing.
cap. Cap. He is not going to knock out Keith Thurman in 2 rounds. Like, but hey,
Ah,
let's talk shit. Like everybody talks, fighters talk shit. They all win. Like when you talk to them at the press conference, they're all gonna win. It's like a dude be a 40-1 underdog, and this weirdo be at the press conference like, I'm here to shock the world. Get out of here, man. You about to get knocked out. There's no ifs, ands, and buts
in
about
all
it.
these
Every single press
front of all these
conference,
people, the
everybody
fuck out.
says, everybody says, I'm gonna win this fight. Everybody says. So like that's why me, I really don't even entertain that silly shit because of the fact that it's the same shit. It's always the same. They always say they finna win, they finna knock them out. I'm in the best shape of my life. This, that, and the third. I don't. That stuff right there really be crazy to me. Like it's all the same stuff. It's all the same stuff. Like let's let's hear what you got to say about some real shit, man. Because let's talk about you
Mm-hmm.
not fighting. Like you just said, like I want to talk about that. Bro, don't fight. I told you, I think Keith Thurman a good fighter, but I don't think he's a fighter anymore. I think he's a dude that just sits around and be like, you know what, I'm gonna fight this year. Like he's fought like 3 times in 5 years. Something like that. Dude, don't fight. Not a fighter anymore. And as much as I know what he can do, that's a long time coming. When he fought Barrios, he was okay. It was real mids. It wasn't the greatest performance, and he really had Barrios outmatched. Like he had him outskilled everything, but he was saying he was tired and he was trying to get his legs back. Ain't no getting your legs back against a guy that's active and got some game with him. Like Tim Tszyu can box, getting your legs back ain't gonna be an option. But you're gonna be
Hmm.
getting your legs back regardless because of the fact that you ain't fought in 2 years. You're gonna be out there doing the same thing anyway. You about to go out there and be tired and gassed after like 8 rounds. You're gonna be hoping you get him out of there before that. That's what he hoping for. He hoping to knock the man out. Because I know he don't because he's gonna be tired after a while. Because he don't fight.
I I disagree with you. I think Keith Thurman's. I don't. I honestly think Keith Thurman been in the gym. I don't know if he would. I don't think he would look tired after 8 rounds. I think he was. If he is coming in there with that winning champ mentality, like he was back when he was the one time, I think, you know, it will make it rough for Tim Tszyu. And I think Tim Tszyu is going to end up realizing during the fight this ain't an easy fight like I thought it was going to be. I think Tim Tszyu might actually have to change his game plan going into during the fight.
I mean, it's possible, but there's a lot of things that come into play. I mean,
It does.
this
It
is your
does.
first
It does.
this
It
your first
does.
fight. This really his first fight at junior middle. It's really his first fight there, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it is. I mean, I think he fought Barrios was at a catch weight or something like that. It wasn't 154, that's for sure. And I this is like your first real fight up there. Um, that's something to take into consideration. He say that it's better for him because the cut ain't as crazy to come down and wait. But it's still your first fight there. You fighting against a guy that's legit there, and he might weigh as much as you when he come down to fight. He been fighting at junior middle for a little while. So why would I think that somebody who don't fight and is fighting in a new weight class is gonna really challenge somebody who's a champion up there? And I just if he does win or if he makes it good, I think that's a win for him regardless, win or lose. I think that if he can go out there and put up a good performance, that's incredible because the dude don't fight. So for him to come out there and actually put up a good performance would be great. That's it, win or lose. I just don't see him walking into the division and beating the champion after such a layoff. A good champion at that. This ain't just like some paper guy who was blessed with an interim belt, so to speak. Like he was in a way, but I feel like he legitimately deserved it anyway because he beat the guy who probably was next in line. He beat the guy who I consider to be a legitimate championship contender. If
Do you
Charlo
think
wasn't gonna fight him,
Charlo?
now Charlo wasn't gonna fight nobody. They stripped Charlo and they made Tim Tszyu the interim champ. He beat Mendoza, so it's like beating Mendoza is legit to me. So like, and he's beat a couple other really good fighters too, and I he's been fighting. This is where he's been doing his thing. He's been campaigning at 154. He's legitimately embedded in this weight class. So I just feel like it's just tough for me to believe that somebody's gonna come in there after not fighting in 2 years, move up in weight, and beat a guy who I consider to be legit. It's just hard for me to push that narrative right now.
I get it. but like I'm just saying, like man, like Keith fought some good opponents, bro. Keith honestly fought some good opponents. Like yeah, he fought Mario Barrios his last fight, but it was
His resume is better.
he still like I said, he still fought. Look, he still fought
Y'all want to get better
Garcia.
resumes out here.
He fought good guys, bro. He fought good guys.
His resume
Like
is legit. I ain't doubting that. I ain't doubting that. I'm just
see,
doubting that his who's he fought.
I just find it very hard to see what Tim Tszyu talking about. I'm gonna go in there, knock him out into the second round. Bullshit, cause you know we all know that ain't happening. And if you do,
Look,
goddamn, you a
you
bad
the one
motherfucker. You a bad.
you the one entertaining it, pimp, not me. I'm not
I'm just,
entertaining none of that.
hey, I'm showing. I'm just sharing the content for the 1,500 people that's watching out here, man.
Salute to everybody watching, but I don't like I said, that doesn't there's 1,500 people, whoever's watching, they don't gotta necessarily be watching for that. For to listen to this dude talking about he gonna knock Keith Thurman out in the second round. Come on, man. This is now I respect Keith Thurman enough to just be like, that's cap. You just talking shit. Let's talk about the fight though. We can talk about the matchup. Let's do that. Because him saying he will knock him out in the second round is foolish.
Absolutely, it's full of shit.
If it happened, it's like, oh, that's what's up. But to just be out here just saying you about to knock somebody out in 2 rounds, like, come on. This
For
is
real.
not the dude bagging up the groceries at the corner grocery store. Like this is not him. This ain't the dude bagging up groceries at Ralph's. All right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
This dude is legit. So I'm
But
not even gonna
yo,
say
motherfuckers have been having problems on fucking Instagram all day, bro. I've been having all fucking problems. I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers out there too been having y'all problems on Instagram. The meta universe out there. Like, damn, dog. I know there's some people who's who really is addicted to social media, and they probably was the first one to know, like, yo, this shit went down.
good man.
Shit.
Hey, Zuckerberg was like, you know what? I'm gonna just cancel this shit for a little bit, put this shit on pause. See, I just want to see the reaction. That's what I think he did. I'm gonna keep real. I think he did that shit on purpose, just so he could check out, just to see what the hell everybody out there would do. And the
Be
shit went
doing.
crazy. Like it was all on the news. It was all on the motherfucking news. It was all on any other social media website that worked. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was talking about how Instagram was messed up. You heard seen people talking on X. Everybody on X is asking everybody else, hey man, does your Instagram work? Is your Instagram okay? Is your Facebook working? First of all, anybody who still uses Facebook, I have issues with you. But anyway, back to the story. That like, everybody like asking questions about like what is going on and all of this. It's like, man, look, if that shit don't work, shit don't work. Man, fuck that shit. I mean, I like social media. It's cool, it's fun. And at times it can be informative, and most of the time it's toxic shit, to be honest. But if it shuts down for a little while, it just does, man.
Just, just, just,
Ain't
just
nothing
think about,
perfect, nothing
just think about
perfect.
the thought. If everything was just to go back to the dark ages, everyone would
Motherfuckers,
be
dark
go
ages.
out of their fucking minds, bro.
The
No
dark age.
internet or nothing.
When were the dark ages? You talking like when were they? They was we done had light Thomas Edison and all of them back in the day did they thing. We've been bustling
But that's
light
what I'm
ever
saying. Like, if
since.
right now, our day, right now, our day and age, if we didn't have right now, if internet was to just to be stopped right now, people will lose their fucking mind.
Well, it'd be more, if the internet was to go down like that, then it'd be fuck people losing their mind. People would lose everything. You know what I'm saying? Like if the internet was, man, everything's tied to it. So like if the internet goes down, you lose everything. Um, Somebody's got your whole fucking bank account wire tapped into the internet. If that shit goes down, they can't access to prove you're you to give you your money. You know what I'm saying? That would
Yeah.
be catastrophic. That'd be catastrophic. But if you let's just say that if all social media had to go, like I wonder what would happen to a lot of people then. You know what I'm saying? Like if all social media was to be wiped out, like just today, like what would a lot of people do? Like shit, what would we do? Wouldn't be doing this. But no, this ain't social media, you know. But I mean, like the Twitters, the Instagrams, Facebooks, all that shit like that, MySpaces, whatever. If they were all go, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would you like? What would a lot of people were seeming a little bit crazy about the fact that it's not working. But hey, man, if it wasn't working, they get like if you was gonna spend the little hour or two that shit wasn't working. If you were gonna spend that whole time just scrolling down, looking at shit, then you should. If that didn't work, then get up and go do something that you probably wouldn't have done. You know what I mean? Like, be like, you know what? I got some socks that I need to match up that I had in the laundry basket. You know what I'm saying? They've been sitting in your laundry basket for like 3 days. Why don't you just instead now that the Instagram ain't working, go ahead and go get them socks out the linen basket and go ahead and match the things up.
You to go utilize your extra time and go do something productive with your life. Get off your phone. Get off.
Yeah,
Get off.
yeah. If
Get
that's what it
off.
is, like, come on, man, get off me. Get off. Like, log off. If it don't work, wait till it come back, man. If it don't come back for a couple days, who the fuck cares, man? Don't nobody on social media be talking about shit for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? It's just like who can be the most toxic. So if that's what you like, then that's what you like. But there should not be nothing wrong with the disconnection from that shit for every once in
Just
a while.
know, just know I ain't entertaining that bullshit.
That shit, nah, we can have fun on there, but the bullshit, nah, we don't do that.
But man, we have what Canelo soon to be confirmed for Munguia for May 4th, Cinco de Mayo weekend. Sounds good. Sounds real good, man. Nice fight. Everyone was
Uh,
speculating. Everyone was speculating it was gonna be David Benavidez. I don't know why. Why I keep thinking that's a fight that's should have been made already. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Stop clout shit. Stop clout chasing shit that we can't control and focus on the real shit that we got in front of us. Now we know Canelo is about to fight Munguia. Now we can rap about that. We can rap about that. But like you say, it was kind of funny how a lot of this how a lot of this kind of played out. I'm not trying to get too deep in it, but it is kind of crazy. But it's nothing less. We're gonna have a good fight. Munguia is gonna bring everything for Canelo. Munguia is not gonna, run around. He's gonna bring everything that he can for Canelo. And I think that is one of the beauty things about this fight because you got a guy, Munguia. If you ask me, he's on his way up to try to, prove to the world and prove to, the people, he's a good fighter and he's want to elevate his skill to the next level by fighting a world class, world champ, And I think he earned his spot to fight Canelo. He definitely earned his spot to fight Canelo, man. And when it happens on May 4th, I think it's going to be nothing but fireworks. I see Canelo beating this guy too, but nothing less. But it's going to be a beautiful fight. And with that being said, you got David Benavidez moving up to 175, and that's something that should have been happened. And now when he's going up to 175, he's going to end up fighting Alexander Guzdik. And depending on how that fight ends up, whatever the outcome of that fight is being, that ends up being, it's just gonna be, the winner of Better Be and Buddy and everything. So it's set up so much. It's set up more perfectly for Benavidez, if you ask me. If this fight doesn't happen now, then end up happening sometime later on. Like
Yeah.
you just have Benavidez, like we said before, he's a weight bully, going up to what will be more comfortable for him, for he can make weight and everything like that. Possibly beating Alexander Guzdik and end up fighting for the belts. And being that he has a belt, is like, why not fight Canelo now? You have something to prove. You given, you showed what you can do. Now let's let it happen. It would be way fucking bigger.
Man, I agree. Um, I agree with you. I just think that people need to understand that there's certain things like the Benavidez fight is cool. You know what I'm saying? It's a good fight, right? But everybody needs to understand the wavelength that Canelo is on, man. And I'm telling you, ever since he beat Mayweather, his brand, his engine, his peoples run their shit the exact same way. It's the same thing, okay? And now as his career is winding down, you can see it going more and more so in that direction, okay? And it's just really simple. It's like Mayweather would get viable opponents. He would fight on these same two weekends. He would fight on Cinco de Mayo weekend, and he would fight, on Mexican Independence weekend in September. Canelo has been doing that pretty much for years on end now, and it's basically the same engine. And also, what Mayweather would do would try to of course, he would rather fight a prominent Mexican fighter on both of those days. But if he can't, then we'll settle for some Latino. Any Latino will do, really. Like, and because of the fact that um, the Latino community, they support the fighters to the full extent. So it's like if an Argentinian fighter is fighting Floyd Mayweather, then yeah, they're gonna show out. They're gonna pop out and they're gonna show out and they're gonna be there. And also the Mexicans are gonna be there too because
Even
Mayweather
if the
kind of
Puerto
like,
Ricans out there, you had the Puerto Ricans out, you had the Mexican, you will have everyone out too.
well, no, well, that's what I'm saying in regards to like
Fighting
Mayweather.
a Spanish fighter.
Yeah, no, knowing that this is their weekend. I mean, what better would it be for them to see somebody that they respect and appreciate to see fighting the best that there is to fight.
Exactly. It
Um,
doesn't matter who he fights. It doesn't matter what kind of Spanish guy. As long as they speak that guala guala, they good.
this motherfucker here. Okay. Um, look, look, it's not even about that, man. It's just about the people, people that's gonna come buy tickets and buy pay-per-views and come out and support their peoples. And they're gonna drink a lot. You know what I'm saying? Which is more money in the pocket. And this is what they want. Um, but Canelo wants to fight guys that will bring in put butts in the seats, which would guarantee him. And see, the difference between Benavidez and Munguia is Benavidez is an American Mexican,
He's American Mexican. He's
and
not
he's
a
not even full Mexican
not
on
full
top.
Mexican. Yeah.
And he's not even full Mexican either. So like you got, but this is Mexico versus Mexico. And let me tell you, when you got Mexico versus Mexico, and you have viable guys, and they can this can be a big event. This will be a nice event, and I honestly believe that the buzz for this could possibly be bigger than David Benavidez versus Canelo on the grand scale, on the
On the
big
money
the
on the
big
money
picture,
event, yes.
on a money fight. We talking about a
Yes.
money fight. We
Yes.
talking about a money fight right now. I truly believe that this is a bigger fight because the actual Mexicans from Mexico might not push to support Benavidez as much as they're going to push to support Munguia. This is my opinion on all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I could
Nate,
ride with
salute to you for watching. Yeah, we're tired of it too, bro.
that's just some gabble.
Yeah, we're fed up with it as well. I don't see off cam. I always get into it with my co-hosts all the time because, like, I always say that, yo, I don't like the trolling games and everything like that. I don't like the Twitter fingers. I'm old school. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate good shit talking and everything like that. You know, like the best shit talker ever probably was a boxer, and that's Muhammad Ali. Probably the best shit talker to ever walk the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? But this stuff is just different. And it's like it's annoying low key. And then what he's doing right now, no, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It just drives me crazy. All I've been seeing online is all this mental health and all of this, and I'm like, yo, he's not. There's nothing wrong with him. He's just fucking weird. That's all it is. There's nothing wrong with that guy. Like, I don't know, but
Yeah,
see, the
social
only thing
media is
about
crazy,
the
man.
only thing about him is I don't know if he's doing this to sell a fight or get his way out of one. That's the only problem that I got with him right now. Is that I know you were troll, but are you trolling to sell this fight or are you trolling to get out of it?
I know, man. I think he could be trolling, man. He could be trolling. It's just a lot of crazy nonsense that's been going
Could
on
be
out of
trolling. He
him.
could be. Yeah, I mean he was just calling out in a way, he was just calling out Jake Paul the other day. He's weird.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I'm saying. And then on top of that,
cocaine is a hell of a drug.
and then on top of that, to add the icing on the cake, like I was telling you before, you had Arnold Barbosa at the fucking second press conference. It's like, what the fuck will we do this shit at?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's just new bodyguard. I don't. What I do know is what I do know is that Ryan Garcia is goofy. Right? He's grade A1 goof. All right, and this is what social media does. Okay, this is what I've been talking about with the bullshit. Right? People can go on there and just be toxic, and it's cool. Like my man's be saying all kinds of weird stuff. It's just stupid, flat out. And people who want to entertain it, ah, it's just not
We
cool.
ain't we ain't
It's
doing
not
it here.
fresh.
Just know that
It's
we ain't
not
doing it
cool
here.
at all. Like he just it's just all over the place, bro. Are you gonna fight or no? That's all I want to know.
Like
You gonna
fuck all
fight
this
or no?
insurance bullshit and all this shit what y'all can end up having and all this stuff. But no, the Canelo Munguia stuff is not official yet, but it's much more is that's a fight that's most likely is gonna end up happening most likely by the end of the week.
Like yeah, that's what I'm saying. But we don't know, and that's why I be saying like, okay, we can talk about that. It's in the works, but like it's not official. And then we gotta watch Canelo. Canelo's weird too. Like Canelo was just with PBC last week, then he wasn't with PBC. Now he back with. Like what the fuck is all this? You know what I'm saying? Like
So
we
if I
don't
say
we
fight
don't know
Munguia,
much.
he might say this in works of fighting Munguia today. Next week it might be in the work of fighting motherfucking Edgar Berlanga. We don't know.
Or it could be Jake Paul. I don't know. Like we don't know. Like he's funny with it. He's real funny with it. At least right now he is. At least right now he is. And like he left PBC and went back. So like I don't want to really say that this fight is definitely official because it's not yet. But if it does happen, it makes the most sense on a money scale. It makes more
Munguia look
sense.
the similar style as Bivol. What you think?
Kinda, but just not as precise. Not as defensive minded either. But that's why Canelo wants to fight him because he is going to fight back. and and this is going to be and I don't know if anybody noticed, but Canelo at 168 is like a flat footed. He has good head movement, pause. He moves around good to get out of the way and punch it. But he has become at 168, the more weight, and I think like maybe it might be the knee issues that he's had. He's more of a flat-footed stalker, and he don't want to be running. You see how Charlo ran? I don't think Canelo wants to do that right now. I think Canelo wants to fight somebody that's gonna stand right in front of him and bring it. So that conserves his energy. So now he ain't gotta be chasing nobody all around the ring, and he ain't gotta try to dance and get on his bike. Try to
Yeah,
be fancy.
he's
I
gonna
think
have a guy that's gonna sit there and exchange punches with him right there in front of the ring,
fight,
in the middle
fight.
of the ring, and
Yeah,
fight.
and-
He don't have
yeah,
to go around chasing the motherfucker. He can guarantee that we're gonna get a fight coming May 4th.
yeah. That Munguia is not gonna back down. Um, I think that's why people. That's why I keep hearing like buzz on him, like maybe even wanting to fight Berlanga because it's not about. It's just about the fact that Canelo wants to fight somebody that's gonna stand in front of him and fight him, right? And also be a viable opponent. That's somebody that you can rally behind to make yourself believe that you think he's a worthy opponent to purchase the pay per view. But then when you get there, you already pretty much know what's going to happen. This is the same thing Mayweather did all the way up until he retired after he fought Oscar De La Hoya for the most part. And even in between that run, he managed to squeeze in the biggest fight of all time against Manny Pacquiao, which was a fight that probably should have happened maybe like 5 years before that. But you know what? Manny still found a way to keep his buzz bubbling. He kept it going. Mayweather was talking trash. He was fighting guys that he knew he could beat. Blah blah blah. This, that, and the third. But Manny still kept it going, and then the fight still got made, even though it was after maybe it was way before, later than it should have happened. But it still is the biggest fight of all time, still to this day. And and that is something that's on the table when you start to think about the things that David Benavidez could do to continue to keep his name bubbling in the streets. Like if you move up and you do your thing and you actually can beat, you actually end up being like the undisputed light heavyweight champion. Do you understand what that could be? Like that could be really, really crazy when you think about it. If that happens a couple years down the line, and you looking, and you like and Canelo is like going towards like the twilight. He's going towards the back end of his career. Um, but people would love to see what it would be, regardless. I truly believe that if Benavidez continues to build his brand and Canelo can stay, uh, I will say, I'll say unscathed, like he puts up good fights and everything like that against these couple of guys here and there, but he stays without getting hurt, no serious injuries. And I think that if he looks good in winning these fights, and if Benavidez is kicking ass in the light heavyweight division, light heavyweight, undisputed light heavyweight champion versus the undisputed super middleweight champion, man, the possibility that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Like I think that that would be something different. You know what I mean? That would be something probably has that ever even happened before. That would be a possibility of a fight like that. You know? Yeah. So I just think that if Benavidez stays the course, he'll fight Canelo and he'll make a whole lot more money. And he might even have more accolades going down the line. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't care if they line up right now. I still got Canelo. I got Canelo.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
if they fight May 4th, I got Canelo. And I'm starting
Yeah.
to grow more and more into liking Benavidez, but I still got Canelo. I think Canelo at 168, if he's healthy, that shit, he different there. He different there. He
And
just
he's
found his
been
home.
healthy in a long time, and he's been healthy so if recently in his last fight.
Yeah, like if the way he looked, he was healthy against Charlo. Like if he's like that, he's gonna be here. Yeah, yo, Canelo, Nate, I'm gonna tell you, man, I've never really even seen. I mean, Canelo got dropped by, I think, like it was like not even really a knockdown. He got wobbled in his hand, like touched the ground almost against Mikhail Cotto's brother. But other than that, bro, I've never seen Canelo even rattle.
I never see Canelo got wobble, hurt, nothing.
Never seen him dazed by anything. And he fought Triple G 3 times.
And that
He,
goes for show. Because a lot of time when a lot of these fighters go into big fights, they ain't the same. And Canelo, he looked like he's better than when he was fighting Triple G now.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like he has like at 168, he has just found it because he probably gets big in between fights. So that 147, I mean that 154 stuff and that 160 stuff was just like it was just too much to maintain. So now it's more he feel more comfortable. He probably don't got to cut as much. And I think at 168 he done found it. And I don't like Benavidez at right now. But let him get a little older. You go up the rankings, and then y'all figure out a way to make it happen, and you'll make a whole lot more money, and it'll be a bigger fight. But I think Canelo right now just wants food.
In my opinion, I will pick Berlanga. Berlanga will be a more of a money fight compared to Charlo at this moment.
Um, if I had to pick between Charlo and Berlanga, ah, I would go with Charlo just because the reason why I go with Charlo is because maybe, just maybe, maybe Big Twin thinks about going in there and just being like, I'm about to give the performance of my life. And he's got the tools. So that's why that's just like a belief for me. Like I just would like if between Berlanga and Charlo, it'd be like if Charlo says that I'm gonna fight the best fight that I've ever fought ever in my life, then that's a better fight than Berlanga's fighting his best fight and get
Yes,
knocked
I
out.
think
For
I agree
sure.
with you on that aspect. But as the money wise, Berlanga will put in more money than Charlo. I feel like because it would be an all Spanish war.
Okay, I feel you on that, but I just feel like
Money wise. But
Charlo is a
but
decent,
like you
but
said, Charlo, yeah,
If Charlo looked like, let's put it like this: this would Charlo against Canelo. If let's say this, if Charlo smoked Jose Benavidez in their last fight, if he would have smoked him, like if he would have looked like we've never seen Charlo like that before, then that's who Canelo probably would be fighting in May. That's probably who it would have been. But he didn't generate enough interest, and he really was like, I can beat you. It's no big deal. Like he really was lackadaisical. Like I can beat you, and I don't even got to overexert myself to do it. And he didn't even try to overexert himself. He just, it was like by the numbers to me. But I still like that fight. I like Canelo versus Charlo if Charlo is going to fight for real, for real. But
Yeah.
Berlanga, I know Berlanga gonna fight. That's true, and it might be a better money maker. But is Berlanga that big? Like, I mean, I guess he is because he got some top rank he main events up under his belt. He got enough of a buzz, I feel. And then like you said, all Latin fair. Everybody on his side is gonna show out. So it makes sense. You know what I mean? It does. It makes sense on the money tip. But I just feel like Charlo at his best
Yeah,
might could
Charlie's
possibly
best
be
might be a
Canelo's best.
problem for
Might
Canelo.
be
Yeah,
Canelo's best
but like what I say,
matchup.
do I think Berlanga poses trouble to Canelo? No, I don't.
No. But you talk about money.
If anything, I think Munguia posed more of a problem to Canelo than Berlanga.
Yeah, Mogia. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because come on, man. I told you, I've always thought Mungia was good. I always thought
And
Mungia was good.
we
The
always
only
said,
thing was that I
always
didn't.
said, we always used to say, yo, if you want to fight Canelo, fight Munguia. Munguia
Yeah,
already had the opportunity to fight Canelo, and look, it's actually happening now. So it's like now he has the opportunity to fight this dude. So yes, let this fucking shit play.
I mean, I always thought.
Is Tank versus Frank Martin official? I'm excited for that just because it's two great southpaw, just like South and Spencer and Bud.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was official or not. Is that official?
Yeah, that fight's official. Yes, it is.
Yo, man, that's I look. I mean, I don't know, man. Tank's cold blooded, man. I like Frank Martin, man, but I don't, man. Tank's cold blooded, man. He's just a little stuff. Like the way he just measured people, he's like the best measured fighter I've ever seen. Like he really like he just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting to catch you slipping, and he just zap you. Like he don't like I tell you, he's like the best one of the best guys I've seen recently. They just don't waste his punches. He's real good with that. Like every punch counts with him. I just don't. And Frank Martin, I don't know. The experience might not. The lack of experience against big fights. I just think it'll be too overwhelming, man. If that's happening, man, that's a good matchup. That's a good boxer against another good boxer, man. We need more of that. We need more of this. Respect to Frank Martin for stepping up and fighting, and respect to Tank Davis for fighting him too, because there might be a couple of guys that got a big name that well, Frank Martin was supposed to fight Stuart Stevenson, so
Yeah,
hey,
it's gonna be
he's
a good
doing
fight. It's gonna be that's the dates were supposed to be June 15th.
okay. Is that on Amazon? That's on Amazon, right?
That's gonna be another Amazon fight, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that should be cool, but Tank's tough. It's gonna be tough.
But yeah, man. I just wanna say, yo, shout out
Yeah.
to watching out there. It's pretty late again, like I was saying. I do appreciate all of our subscribers, everyone who's watching this late. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, please. I can't anticipate this enough.
Exactly.
If you guys subscribe, we could just make more content for you guys. Please subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, all that fly shit. Because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't really be making these contents at all. We just doing it because this is the shit that we love doing. You feel me? This is shit we do. We love making content. Love making boxing content. Give you guys up to date shit. Love to rap. But yeah, man. Anything you want to say, Chi?
Um, man, I don't know. I just think that boxing media um, has taken a turn for the worse in a lot of ways. Um, I just think that boxing media used to be a lot more pure, and it was one of the more better
Absolutely.
ways to get like good perspectives and good news. It was better because it just seemed like it was more guys talking about what was actually happening. It just seems like it's a whole lot more just people talking about the gossip and the dumb shit and the whatnots and the what ifs. And it's like it's really, really messing it up. Like you don't really it's hard to get the real good stuff anymore. Because I have to weed through all of this gossipy and Ryan Garcia's stuff and all of that. That like y'all want to talk more about that. Um, that just feeds into the fire and just puts him in the matrix even more and builds up his social media brand, which is that all he is, man. I mean, he's a good fighter, but he's a social media superstar first.
Yeah.
He's gonna keep that buzz going. Okay, we get that, but y'all don't have to keep pushing it and talking about it. You don't have to keep talking about silly stuff about fights that ain't happening. Fuck it, man. Fuck it. Like if you want to call him a duck or this person a duck, then go ahead and call him a duck. But if you are a so-called boxing fan, then you're gonna eliminate everything that any of these guys that you want to talk shit about calling ducks did before that. Then fuck, man. Then you ain't no boxing fan. Then
You
you
just
just
another
want to
one of
find
those
somebody to
casuals.
hate, bro. You just another troll. You're just another troll. So like, let's just it's just like that kind of mentality is played out. It's old. Like we need to just move on. Like life is too short to be sitting here worried about who the fuck Canelo gonna fight next. No, he's not gonna fight next. Let's worry about who he's gonna fight next. Let's talk about that. Let's talk more about that because if David Benavidez can move on, I would appreciate it if most of you motherfuckers could move on. You know what I'm
Do the
saying?
same shit. Absolutely. Because people always worrying about, oh, what if this couldn't happen? Yo, what? Oh, man, this person did this. This person did this. Oh, he's not fighting this person. Why this person not fighting? Who cares at this point? Let's
And not enough.
focus on what we have coming, because we have a lot of fights coming up in a
Yeah.
couple all these couple of months, man. So much other shit to take note of. So much other shit that we can make content of, like us content creators on YouTube, you know,
Yeah,
and
man.
stop feeding into all of the extra bullshit that doesn't really involve the sports or it's the sport of boxing.
Like I said, it's cool to go talk about that here and there. It's cool to do that here and there. You know what I'm saying?
But to feed
But,
into it, it's not.
but like it just constantly feed into it to the point where that's what you really be talking about more than actually talking about the fights. And that shit is fun.
Mhm.
That shit is so corny to me, man. And like it's to the point where like motherfuckers be like I talk to people online, like, yo, you don't be watching such and such. I be like, no, I don't watch them. No, I don't be messing with them because of the fact that they be on the bullshit. Like I don't. That's not what I want to talk about, man. I want to talk about fights. I mean, it's cool to know a little bit about personal life, stuff like that. That's all cool and interesting. That's digging deeper and finding more out about a fighter. Like when you ask them about personal stuff, you know what I'm saying? But y'all out here trying to figure out what was going on with this person out here, what happened with them at this club and all that. Let ESPN and all them do that. If we talk about if we love boxing first, then that's what we should be focusing on. That's just my opinion. That's it, right?
Yes.
Like it's played out. It's like I used to be like that too. Like oh such and such is nothing, and we don't want to fight this person. He's scared. But then it hit me, man. As being a fighter, I ain't scared of none of you niggas. You understand? I tell you this to your face the same way that I tell you online. I ain't scared of none of you niggas. I'm 6 feet, 200 pounds, solid, bruh. And I've been boxing for years. I ain't afraid of any niggas. You give me 6, 8 weeks, you might get cleaned up. But at the
Give
same
anyone 6 days
time,
to get somebody cleaned up real quick. Shit.
you might get cleaned up by me or my co-hosts. And that's on anything. But I tell you this, I just feel like we don't focus more. We need to focus more on these fighters and their like what's about them, what makes them tick. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to trying to find ways to hate on them or dissect all the things that's wrong about them. Like this has just been the wrong way of thinking. It's just a media thing, though. Like it's just a way to get attention. It's like, are we gonna troll or are we gonna tell the truth? You know what I mean? Even if we talking shit and it's opinionated, it's fact based. Like we basing it on stuff that's straight up. We don't want to talk about all that other stuff. Like that's for the media. That's for the people that just trying to do stuff for clicks and views. We want clicks and views. Yes, we do. But we want it to be organic, authentic. Like I don't want people to want to watch me because of the fact that we talk about gossip and dumb shit that other people do. That's not
Yeah,
what this
because
shit is about.
we ain't gonna do that shit here. That's not what our brand is about.
We won't do it.
That's not
We
what our brand
appreciate
is
all the
about.
people that watch our streams. But if that's what you're here for, I'm telling you right now on this stream, it ain't gonna happen. We're not. That's not how we get down. We're trying to just keep it chill for y'all. That's all we want to do. This atmosphere here is all chill. Do you see my profile picture? It's me smoking a big ass joint. I just
Chilling.
want to chill. I just want to
But
chill, smoke my reefer, talk, have a good conversation. That's it.
for real. But shit, man. I'm about to be up out of here.
Yeah. Appreciate
Everyone,
everybody
if you
watching, man. Everybody
go
all
ahead
over the world.
and subscribe, all that fly stuff. It's your boy Eddie Unsteady with Coastal Boxing Club. We're gonna keep giving you these live content as we can. So like I said before, subscribe, like, comment, all that fly stuff. It's your boy Eddie Unsteady. I'm out of here. Chi, your last final thoughts, final words, man.
Yeah. Be ready so you don't have to.